What's up, y'all? Welcome to another review by Ryan. Thank you guys so much for waiting for these reactions. Again, about 12 hours ago, I recorded the first two of the four episodes that I'm behind on, and today I'm going to be doing the last two to catch us all up. So we will be reacting to episode 7 of Komi Can't Communicate's second season. Again, for those who are watching this reaction, this is a reminder that I am not using Netflix to watch these, so keep in mind if you do watch my reaction side by side with a video, if you are watching on Netflix, you'll have to wait a few seconds before you start your video because of the fact Netflix does have their intro before the episode starts. Also, disclaimer for this reaction, there is very bad weather in my area. There is thunder and lightning like crazy outside, and it's going to be that way for the rest of the day. So you may occasionally hear a rumble of thunder. All is well here. Just wanted to let y'all know that ahead of time. So, with that said, in our last episode, another really heartwarming episode that ended in, quite frankly, a really good way, in a way that I think silently moved us along with not only Komi overcoming her own obstacles of communications with others, but we are definitely starting to see the relationship between Komi and Tadano bloom. And of course, this came at the helm of the typical Japanese cold, which, for those that don't know, well, everyone gets colds everywhere in the world, because getting ill can almost be a death sentence a lot of time for a lot of people who live in Japan, because they don't get sick very often, so when they do, it's really problematic. Tadano has caught the typical Japanese cold, which has this man thinking he is going to die. So yeah, we had that. We had a lot of good moments last episode. We had the ice skating moment between Kate and Tadano and Komi, and also I gotta say, Kate is coming out to be a, definitely a weird character for sure, but I think he is a nice addition to this cast, and he kind of shows a different side to the similar types of issues that Komi has, where she's really silent, but she gives off this diva, this goddess vibe, while Kati gives off this "I'm gonna kill you" vibe. So he's definitely an interesting character, and he's definitely a great addition to the gang. And then, of course, we got to see the gang that started the episode visit the shrine. So with that said, to date, I think that this has been an incredibly strong season. Has it been as strong as the last season? I'm not going to answer that just yet, but all I will say is that the show still sits about a 9 for me, a 9 out of 10. It's hitting all the right buttons really well, and I really do like the way that we are watching the progression of Komi, both on her friendship side and on developing her hopefully inevitable relationship with Tadano. So with that said, let's go ahead and get this episode started before my power goes out. We have another multi-titled episode, as we always do. There are 4 titles to this episode. The titles of this episode is "It's Just a Misunderstanding," "It's Just a Hallucination," "It's Just a Narcissist," and "It's Just a Group Decision for the School Trip." I still don't know why we can't just combine all this into one, but alas. So let's go ahead and get this 7th episode started. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. Yes, she did, and she did a wonderful job. I swear, Najimi is just too much. There are no misunderstandings. Now don't you dare lie to yourself. No, it's fine. Just go about your day. Najimi don't need no letter. Najimi already done forgotten. Oh. Wow. Well, simple and straight to the point. That's right. And she's on top of things now because she smelled a woman in here. She was. She fed you, gave you a good drink to help you feel better, and she held your hand. If only you knew what she was thinking. Oh boy. I like how completely ignored Najimi's shenanigans. If only you knew. Indeed it will. Bro, get to class, y'all. My goodness. Wow. She's gonna have a long day. Oh, this guy. That's right. That got showed at the end of the episode. Justice Bieber. Brad, no one even knows who you are. Wow. What are you doing? It has been 9 months. Nah, she's much better looking. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Dang. If only you knew. How did we get to that point? Oh no. You might die. Damn! Dang. Yo! Attempted murder. I mean, not a soul loves you though. Most of them probably don't even know your name. How? I mean, I can't even say anything about him though, since Yami is so incredibly intense. And if I can tolerate her, then I guess I can tolerate him. Wow. Najimi, what weren't you born for? No. Bruh, rude ass. What? Oh. I hope I get to visit Kyoto, and I hope that they actually welcome me, since I understand they're basically completely against everything with foreigners returning to the country now. Literally, just friends with everybody that exists there, even the old people, even the people that are dead. If you don't go walk your wife home, please and thank you. Oh, this poor child. I'm about to say, because as much as people fawn over you, I kind of doubt that they were that aggressive. I would hope not. Um, that is not true. That is not true. No, you meant exactly what you said. That's what I'm saying, my dude. Oh, man. You're being. You have no idea what you just did to her. Yo, this was a legendary conversation between these two. Also, no way Najabi's not gonna let you be on a trip anyway, so. Ah. Oh boy. Well, that's the best way to do it. I'm glad the teacher was just like, yeah, you clowns are predictable. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I can't wait to talk about that after this wonderful ending is over. My goodness. Huh, no bonus. Okay. Guys, I said last episode that I really felt that the catalyst of everything had been put into play and that, we were really about to see an evolution between Komi and Tadano. And that evolution continued this episode. That, first off, kudos to Komi. That's the most she's talked in this entire show. And we always learn that the things that she is most passionate about talking about, the things that she is most affected by, she will talk. She'll struggle, but she will talk. And, as expected, she felt very singled out. And unlike in high school, she did not have people really fawning over her like that back in middle school, to the point that they were playing rock, paper, scissors to see who would even want to take basically the stranger left out of the bunch in their group. I personally don't think that they looked at her negatively, though. Obviously, they weren't like simping over her like everyone in this high school is. But I think that they just knew she was a quiet person, and hopefully, if she had gone, the trip would have gone okay. But we saw a simple case of her feeling the need to lie to fit into the conversation. That has been the situation from day one. And, I know some people are a little irritated that we always get the narrator always explaining to us about communication disorder at the beginning of each episode. But in some cases, I would be similar, where I would kind of be over the same narration over and over. But I do think that it's a nice reminder to have every single episode what's actually happening here, what goes on with Komi. I personally can't even remotely fathom what it's like for what she goes to. I'm a quiet person when I'm not like doing these reactions, and even when I was in school, like I do like to keep to myself. But if I need to fit in, I can fit in very well. I can communicate well. I can joke around just like everybody else, and it'll be okay. But Komi doesn't have that type of ability. Her mental state just does not operate that way, and she struggles even now to do these basic things. It's been 9 months, and some people are I've seen a couple comments here. They're like, well, it's been 9 months. She needs to get over herself. Guys, the person's been like this their whole life, and it's just in their moral fiber that this is their personality. It's not going to just get broken in the first year. It could take a whole nother segment of her life and a lot of therapy and a lot of good people around her for her to even break that. And I really do like and appreciate that in a show like this, it does a really good job of portraying those struggles and showing it realistically, not showing her easily overcoming it, showing these baby steps here and there. And that conversation that happened at the end between her and Tadano. I mean, first off, Tadano, very good job with how you handled that situation, because even now there's obviously certain bits of Komi that he knows he doesn't truly understand. He understands a lot about her now, of course, because that's his future wife. But there's obviously when she gets like this, he first off, he gave her the time to speak. He told her basically to calm down and take her time and get it out of her system. This man continues to be legendary in how he treats Komi. And, you know, even though he obviously also looks up to her, and obviously he also feels his own layer of affection that even he doesn't realize he does, he understands that it's not about him. It's about her. It's about the pace that she's trying to take things. And I really love that. You know, I just said that I thought that the last episode was the best of this series so far. And just like that, this couple of minutes at the end of this episode might have even taken that over, because they were both cognitive and awake and talking to each other when that kind of meltdown happened, when she was really getting down that she thought she was going to be the outlier on the trip again. And again, they keep saying in the narration that just because she has these communication disorders does not mean that she doesn't want to do these things. And, you know, I'm really happy that she has found this group of just absolutely ridiculous friends, even putting Tadano aside, that truly and genuinely don't mean her any ill will, with the exception of Yami, because I'm pretty confident that girl would try to rape Komi if she could. But, wow, what a great episode. What a great episode. I continue to love the little things that they portray in a really good way in this show, and I just continue to enjoy this show. Again, there is not a lot of action in this show, but there's a lot of dialogue and a lot of maturing and a lot of growing, and I love this show for what it is worth. And that is why, even though Komi may never crack the top 10 this season from any of the other main ratings, you know, Anime Corner, Anime Trending, any of the Japanese rating boards that are in all Japanese, you know, even though it may not crack the top 10 in any of these boards, this will continue to be a top 10 show for me this season because of what it's trying to do. It does it so well. So, yeah, a great episode, a really, really great episode. And then, of course, I got so caught up in what happened in the end. It's pretty self-explanatory how the first half of the episode went, where Komi was going through the strife of trying to realize if Najimi saw what she was doing, and if Tadano was awake, and how she could even face him after she essentially held his hand for the few seconds before Najimi completely ruined the mood. And that was really, really nice. And we also got to meet Naruse. Naruse. Yeah, the dude that he thinks too highly of himself and needed to be humbled a lot. And I like how every one of Komi's circle of friends was basically like a stopgap. They're just like, no sir, no sir, no sir. I don't know how I really feel about him. I don't really like characters like his, but you know, obviously he can't be as bad as Yame, so and no one really can be as bad as she is. So I'm sure that if I see him more, he'll probably continue to fit in with this very colorful cast of characters, especially since we have to get Komi to 100 friends. So yeah, so with that said, great episode. Really, really loved it, really enjoyed it, and obviously I really enjoyed the end of that episode. That was so heartwarming, and second episode in a row where I think that we are really starting to see that growth and the relationship blossom between Komi and Tadano. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction and enjoyed the episode. If you did like this reaction, please like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to be one of the first to be made available when a new reaction becomes available, hit the bell icon. So with that said, I will catch you guys in the next reaction to this show, which will catch us up to date. And it looks like the title of the next episode, episode 8, is simply titled, It's Just the School Trip. So, and it is the sole title, which means the entire episode will focus on said trip. So with that said, I'll catch you guys in the next reaction. Until then, take care. Have a good rest of your day.